Hey guys, it's Tah. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate ya. So today we're going to go over the first couple of books that I've read on my October TBR, which if you guys watched or didn't watch, I'll go ahead and link it down below. I'm using a mystery book bingo board that I found via the internet search. And it's something that someone used for a readathon in 2019. And I'm just borrowing it. Like I said, it's all down below. So for the first round, I picked 7 books. But I only read 6 of them because one of them that I picked, which was a Peter Ash novel, it was number 4. I didn't want to jump into it because I don't know if I need to read 1, 2, or 3. And I have number 2 on my shelf, but I don't have number 1. So I just went ahead and read these 6. And the first one is The Missing Husband by Natasha Boydell. I'm going to put it right here. I think that's the only one that I don't have a physical for, and I did an audio of that one. This one is about a woman who she finds a letter from her husband saying that he's left for another woman. He's in love, and she is a stay-at-home mom. They have 2 kids together, and she waits and waits for him to come back. She emails him. He never responds to her. And finally, however many months later, the police come knocking, and they're like, he's been reported missing by the other woman. And it just goes to show like how her life was with him being missing and dealing with the kids and stuff. So it was okay. I think I rated it like 3 or 4. Like, it was an okay story. The only thing I really didn't like about it was the way the point of views were. Like, you went through the point of views, husband and wife, back and forth. And then like you would revisit a part of that story, but like explain it a little bit differently. So it was kind of like some of it was repetitive, but you did get a little bit of information from it. But to me, it was like, why can't we just get that information in the beginning? So, like I said, it was good. Not something I would run out to read, but it passed the time. Alright, so the next one I read was The Lying Game by Ruth Ware. And this one knocks off one of my Reese Witherspoon book club picks. Like I said, I want to go back through her backlist and read all of the ones. And this one is about 4 friends from, like, not college, but not quite high school, like somewhere in between. They had this game they called The Lying Game. And the better the lie was, the more points you got. But you never lied to each other, and you never picked on the new girls. Just like the ones who deserved it, or like administration, because they were at like this private boarding school or whatever. And one day, this woman walking her dog, and the dog finds something in the water, and it's not a stick. And whenever it's recovered, she immediately sends basically a 911 text to the other 3 girls and says, I need you. Because there was a secret that they helped cover up with her. And now it's all coming to light. So we get to see their reactions on how they feel about this coming to light. How are they going to overcome when the police come? Like, it's a whole thing. And it's told back and forth, like present to the past, how their lives were prior. So I really enjoyed this one. Did not figure it out until they told me, like the actual what happened, like who done it. The who done it part I didn't get till they actually told us. But absolutely love this one. I want to read some more Ruth Ware. I have like 3 or 4 more on my shelves that I will be diving into soon. And then next we have Horrified by Katrina Leno. And this one is a young adult. It says target audience 14 and older. And this one is about Jane and Ruth. After Jane's father dies, they move from California to her mom Ruth's house that she grew up in. And while they're there, like, strange things are happening. And then Jane finds a room in the house that is locked. And her mom keeps telling her it's a storage room. But what she discovers is that it's a little kid's room. And because it's empty of boxes, like, she looks under the door and stuff. And her mom doesn't want to tell her what's going on. And she finds that her mom's just really weird from being back at the house that she grew up in. So this is following Jane mostly. You get a little bit of Ruth's point of view, but not much. But Jane, as she goes to a new school and she hears the rumors and then things in town, like people are talking, and the house just generally creeps her out. And then she finds out about the little kids' room and discovers what it is. And she is shocked to the core. So, absolutely love that one. I've been waiting a while to read that one. Finally glad that I was able to do it. Alright, and then next was a bit of a disappointing one, and that was The Babysitter by Cheryl Brown, or Brony. This one, I should have DNF'd it, like, straight away. I figured out what was going on very quickly. I got some of the ending, like I said, before even reading further into the book. And then once I started reading and seeing like a couple of coincidences here and there, I kind of put two and two together. And I knew exactly what happened at the end of the book. This one is about a husband and wife. They have 2 kids, and they just needed some, like, a little assistance, I guess, like a babysitter. And this girl named, what's her name? Jade. Her home burns down. She has nowhere to go. She just so happens to be a great babysitter. She moves in with them, and things start to progress. And Mark, the husband, starts to see things that are kind of happening, and the wife is just going mental at this point. And then they finally figure out what it is. It all comes to light, and it's over. Like I said, I predicted it after reading the prologue and the first chapter. I knew exactly what was going to happen as far as how it would end. Like, who would be the ending character. Like, I just knew it. So, I am debating if I'm going to keep this book, because it does have another one of her books, The Affair, in it. Have you read The Affair? Is it anything predictable like The Babysitter was? But yeah, this one, like I said, it was kind of entertaining to read, but I predicted it, so it felt like a chore to finish it to see if I was right. So, maybe I'll try that author again, but as of right now, probably not. Alright, and then the next one I read was The Date by Louise Jensen. And this one was about this woman who, her and her husband, they're kind of like separated for so many months or whatever, and her friend decides, hey, you need to go out, you need to go on a date, and she's doesn't really want to do it. So she finally decides to go on a date with this person she's been talking to through this dating website, and she goes and meets him. Well, then the next day when she wakes up, she doesn't even recognize herself. She has no idea what happened the night before. She's trying to put clues together, but she can't remember anything. She's working through it, and then eventually she winds up going to the hospital for something else, and they find out that she has face blindness, or medically it's like prosopagnosia. I forget it starts with a P. And basically it means she can't make out your features. She sees you now. When you walk away and come back, she won't remember what you look like. And at this point, the date, she's getting threatening things showing up on her door. And they all link back to the date that they went on. And she doesn't know the man that she went on the date with. She doesn't know what he looked like. They never exchanged photos. So her Like, she doesn't know who to trust or anything because, again, she can't recognize people. But whenever the big twist comes in this, I didn't see it. Nope, didn't see it coming. And I was so shocked. I was like, are you serious? Wow. Like, the main thing is something happened. Like, it's kind of like the person who knew her and is kind of basically like attacking her, kind of like leaving messages on, like, spray painting on her door, notes and things left around. They know something that she's done, but she doesn't quite understand what it is she has done at the moment. And then it all comes out and you're like, holy crap. But yes, definitely worth it. I could not wait. Like, I just kept devouring this one. Highly recommend this one. I was on the edge of my seat trying to figure out who was doing what. Absolutely loved it. And then the last one for the first round of the bingo is The Rumor by Leslie Cara. And this one is about a woman named Joanna, but they call her Jo. She is I guess you could say single mom of one, but like her and the child's father are still close. They're still in contact, and he is there in the child's life. He's a journalist, so he's got that fast lifestyle where he's in and out. Well, in her area, there was a rumor that a child killer who was released from prison, given a new identity, is staying in this town that she's in. And it's this very small town. Like, everybody knows everybody. And she is trying to find a way to kind of, I guess, fit in with the other moms and kind of give her kid more of a chance to have the friends and whatnot. And so she hears about the rumor, and the child's father has a little bit of intel, and she kind of spreads some stuff, and that's how she's able to, like, get into the mom group. But it kind of backfires a little bit, but not a lot. Whenever things are really revealed, it is a shocker. Again, didn't see this one coming. Did not. Because in the back of my mind, I was thinking, like, going with her. Oops, sorry, I pulled a cord. Going with her, thinking this through, trying to figure it out as well. Who could this child killer be from all the characters that they introduced into the book? And the one that they chose for this, I did not see it happening. So, super good. If you like rumors and the way rumors spread, it's definitely one to look at. Alright, so those are the 6 books that I read so far. I will put my bingo card right here. And like I said, I didn't go through and say, okay, this book is this prompt and I'm going to read it. No, I read the books and then I matched them up. And so far, I'm not going to tell you what books I did it with because I don't want to give away some of it that might be. A book that starts with a disappearance, a character's past catches up, a shocking twist, a creepy setting, family secrets, and you predicted the ending. So, I got a potential, just 2 more books and I can get a bingo, but it just depends on what I'm going to read next. Okay, so for the next round of books, I have chosen Darkly Dreaming Dexter. I've already started. I'm actually almost done with this one. And if you've watched Dexter on Netflix, you know it's about kind of like a serial killer type. And he's dealing with his darkness. And it's a really good show. But so far, the book is less than what I thought it would be. So, stick to the show on that one, in my opinion. Then I'm also currently listening to The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. And this one is a group of friends. They're all invited to, like, hang out at this lodge. And it's like some horrible weather and whatnot. And one of them is a murderer. And they have to figure out who it is. Everyone's a suspect. So I'm not very far into it. So I don't have a lot of insight on it yet. And then the next one I have is No Exit by Taylor Adams. And this one is about this girl. She's on her way home to see her mom who's dying. And she goes to this rest stop, and when she comes out, there is a van parked next to her. And in the van, there is a child in a cage. So she's trying to figure out how to save the child, and it says, a determined young woman must unmask and outwit a vicious psychopath in this tense and clever tale of suspense. So we have to see if she can rescue the child and not get killed herself. And then next, An Anonymous Girl by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. And this one, the authors of The Wife Between Us, which I really enjoyed. And this one is about Jessica, who signs up for the psychology study, and she's just basically thinking she's going to go in there, answer some questions, and collect some quick cash. But as the interview goes on, the questions go, she's starting to like second guess what's real, what's not, her life, the questions that the doctor's asking, and she doesn't know who to trust, and we just have to see where she goes with it, because she learns that some obsessions can be deadly. And then the last one is the current book of the month that I just got in. If you don't know what book of the month is, it is a website that they select 5 of their top choices, and you can get them for $14.99 in hardback, which is a great price. I have a link down below if you guys want to check it out and read more about it. But I wound up getting the Everything We Don't Say by Nicole Bart. And this one is about this girl named Juniper. She, when she was 19, her world turned upside down, and she wound up fleeing the area or whatever, and her daughter is being raised by a friend in the town that everything happened. Her brother was accused of murder when they were younger, and she's there to try to solve this, but at the same time there's a podcaster who is sniffing around as well. So the question is she putting her daughter in danger, or is she going to solve this without any more repercussions? So we shall see. And I like the cover. It's kind of creepy looking. Like, gives you that creep vibe, like it's a bad house. So yeah, those are the new ones that I'm going to read, those 5. And let's see if I can get a bingo after reading these. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Big thumbs up if you did. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.